New tonight, we're hearing from the Utah Department of Corrections about their new agreement with ICE. They say it doesn't change what they're already doing, but some worry about the perception it gives. New specialist Dan Rascone is covering this story and joins us live. Dan, first off, what is the agreement?
Well, according to the Department of Corrections, they say it's just about giving the Department of Corrections authority, some of the officers authority to be able to detain some of the prisoners who are here illegally. Hey, they say it's just business as usual, but one immigration attorney that I spoke with say that's not the way it comes off. About 4% of prisoners here in Utah have an ICE detainer on them, meaning when they get out, ICE takes over and can deport them. Now the Department of Corrections has announced a new agreement with ICE that will train some of their officers to do some of that detainer work.
No, this does not give us any authority whatsoever to deport anybody.
Spencer Turley is a deputy executive director with the Department of Corrections.
If an inmate were to come in and they didn't have a detainer in place, our internal staff could work with ICE and say, hey, we have this person. Is this somebody you have an interest in placing a detainer in? And if ICE says yes, then we could administratively serve and execute that.
Why was this specific agreement needed if you already are doing the same thing?
Mosiah Alvaro Rodriguez is an immigration attorney in Lehigh. He says the problem with an agreement like this is a perception it gives about ICE and law enforcement.
The way it comes off is police work with ICE. And that's harmful for the immigrant community because then they're like, well, I don't want to report crimes because then that means I have to call the police.
Well, the Department of Corrections says this will only affect those people that they oversee there in the prisons. They say it's also being done in other states. But again, Rodriguez says, again, that's that perception that the police are working with ICE, and a lot of people don't like that. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Dan, thank you for the update.